good, people? It's your boy Morning God Game, and I'm back giving another video, bro. Hey, so we're gonna continue this Tupac documentary, the final 24. This is part 3. We left off at the 20-minute mark, and yeah, no talking. Let's just finish this documentary. Like I said, it might be 5 parts. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like about 5 parts. But anyway, let's get part 3 out the way. Let go.
Australia. A natural showman, Tupac graduated from just dancing to stepping up behind the mic. The move was an immediate success.
Pac was a master at, he could take your style and do it a little bit different or a little bit better than you. And that was something. And so that's how he dealt with every situation.
Soon, Tupac had his first record deal. And in November 1991, Tupacalypse Now was released. The album featured a strong and sometimes contradictory mix of violent anthems and compassionate social commentaries about poverty, broken homes, and drug abuse.
If you look at his music, he had songs that were so negative about women and talked about them like they were just nothing. And then he had a whole series of other songs where he was putting all women, mothers and black women and all women on such a pedestal. He was a complicated guy.
In his writing, Tupac drew from his various experiences. Raised in a politically charged Black Panther home, exposed to the fine arts, and schooled on the streets.
He was a poet, you know what I mean, first. I think Pac was just so in tune with himself that he can do whatever kind of song and not feel like if people hear it, they don't think I'm weak.
He's a fan of himself as well. He would go, listen to what I said. Oh my God, the boy is nice. And this is how he would say it. He'd be like, oh my God, the boy is nice. Yo, Jamala, listen to this. This is how I kick it. And he would recite a little verse out that song. And he'd go, oh, I'm so nice. I'm so nice. I'm killing them. I'm killing them. I'm like, Pac, he is crazy.
Since he was a kid, Tupac had also fantasized about becoming an actor. And in 1991, he made his second dream come true. He starred in the critically acclaimed film, Juice.
Juice came out. When I went to go see it, the girls were screaming. That was fly. That was some to see.
From the moment Juice came out, everybody was talking about Pac. It was just obvious that, you know, he was on the verge of something really major. That role helped him more than the music did.
He would come downstairs and he would like spread his legs apart and his arms, shake his jewelry off and everything, pull his collar up and say, I'm a legend in my own time. And I would say, Dad, Pac, man, in another 10 years, you're going to be the most powerful man in America.
Man.
He was like, yeah, watch and see, I am.
Things were looking good for Tupac. The following year, his mother, Afeni Shakur, now clean and sober, re-entered his life. Once again, they were a family.
I discovered that when a child says to you, you're my mother, when they give you authority over their lives as their parent, that they can withdraw that authority. And my children withdrew it. I didn't take it back. They gave it back to me.
But with the good came the bad. In 1992, Tupac was arrested for allegedly attacking a limo driver.
Damn.
In 1993, he was charged with assaulting another rapper with a baseball bat. In another incident, he was charged with attacking film director Alan Hughes with a weapon. In Atlanta, Georgia, he was arrested, although later released, for the alleged shooting of 2 off-duty policemen. It seemed that Tupac Amaru Shakur was taking his gangster image rather too literally.
Well, Pac, you got to realize of, you know, where he come from and his family's history with the police. And they hated Pac. They hated Tupac.
I don't know if it was that his heart was a Black Panther heart. I don't know if that was it, but Tupac just had no patience for law enforcement, and I don't know that he had respect for law enforcement. And so I think
I wonder how
the
Pac would
authorities
act
because
with law
Tupac was
enforcement
thumbing his
today.
nose at them and worse.
Oh my gosh.
Thug life. That's my
Pac always felt like he would be a statistic. But he said, if I'm going to be a statistic and America's going to thoroughly me over, I'm going to be the ultimate statistic that I can be.
In the battle between Tupac the artist and Tupac the streetwise thug, it appeared that the dark side was winning. And soon, on the streets of Vegas on a warm summer's night, that darkness will swallow him whole.
We only got 3 hours, less 3 hours left to live.
September 7th, 1996.
Crazy.
8:35 p.m. Tupac Shakur has just finished watching a boxing match at the MGM Grand, where his close friend Mike Tyson pulverized his opponent Bruce Seldon in less than 2 minutes. Backstage, Tupac is accompanied by Suge Knight, his manager and the owner of his record company, Death Row. With them is Tupac's security guard, Frank Alexander, and various Death Row Records associates. It's clear to everyone that Tupac Shakur is still revved up from the fight.
He's just going off, man, 50 blows, 50, man, he knocked them out, 50 blows.
As the group enters the MGM Grand's lobby, one of Suge Knight's Death Row employees passes on a message to Tupac Shakur.
One of Suge's guys, his name is Trevon, came over and whispered in Tupac's right ear.
Trevon has spotted a man in the hotel lobby that he claims robbed him a few weeks earlier.
That could have been prevented.
The man is also a member of the Southside Crips, sworn rivals of another big LA gang, the Bloods, with whom Death Row is said to be affiliated. Tupac Shakur, the king of gangster rap, decides to teach the man a lesson.
And Pac just ran up on him and
Sorry, just was even necessary.
Fired up by the boxing match, the Death Row entourage, including its CEO Suge Knight, joined Tupac in the feeding frenzy. In the chaos, Frank Alexander pulls Tupac from the brawl.
I grabbed him and got him out of the fight. Orlando Anderson's on the ground and everybody's kicking at him, beating him down.
2 years earlier, in New York City, Tupac was involved in a different kind of battle. A fight for his very life.
Got shot 5
On
times.
November 30th, 1994, in the lobby of a Times Square recording studio, he was robbed of $40,000 worth of jewelry
Damn.
and shot 5 times at close range by a group of unidentified black men. While police wrote it off as a random robbery, Tupac saw it as an act of retaliation by one of his many enemies within the hip-hop community.
And personally, to me, it could have been a setup. It could have been whoever came through the door. Because Pac never thought nobody would do nothing to him. Because he felt he represented the black community and nobody would... No. That don't go down like that. And that's what I try to get over to him. It don't go down like that. I don't care who you is. They'll take you down.
Man.
Tupac had become a moving target. His aggressive music had angered both police and community leaders. His verbal attacks on other rappers had created friction within the world of hip-hop. As a rich and powerful black man, everybody was lining up to take a shot at Tupac Shakur.
But he was just a cat that just refused to back down. That was just him. He just refused to back down. I loved it about him, but I also knew that can be a downfall too. And that's what I was really trying to give to him. That can't just run up on anybody, man. They kill you out here. For real.
Tupac knew where he lived. He knew what the system was. He knew what he agreed with and what he didn't agree with. But he also knew that if he didn't make an effort to make capital in a capitalist society, he wasn't going to be able to do anything that he wanted. You understand?
Tupac's image as a thug was catching up with him. The shooting had left him with 5 bullet wounds, the most serious of which was a severed artery in his thigh.
Damn.
Tupac was paying the price for not only writing about our violent culture, but also for being a part of it.
This is all about my image. This has nothing to do with me. This is all about my image. It's like MTV, all the papers, they building me up. Now they destroying me on the same image that they perpetuated. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling records. This is what I do for a living. I'm selling records. Don't get it twisted. This is not my real life. This is not how my real life is supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be really having all these villains in my life.
And that's going to be the end of part 3, y'all. That's 30 minutes. I'm going to drop the rest of part 3, or the part 4. Yeah, part 4, about part 4. I'm going to drop part 4 tomorrow. And I'm going to be reacting to some other things. And I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the documentary. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys are being safe out there. Morning Guy Game signing off. I'm out. Peace.